Hey, good morning, fellas. It's Sunday, day 62 for me. The wind is it's about 30, 40 miles an hour. And that is, if you can see them in the background, that's the sun in the Franklin Mountains. Got the filter out for the pool. Got it kind of cleaned out yesterday. Really good. Got it all pimped out. It looked great. And then we're having up to 60-mile-an-hour wind gust today. So that is, well, anyways, let me get to the point. The point of this video is there is a drastic difference between the way that men and women operate. Yesterday around 11:30, I was given a call, and I was asked to referee something that is happens out here in El Paso, Texas. There are a lot of young men out here, and there are a lot of gyms. There's jiu-jitsu gyms, there's MMA gyms, there are fitness gyms that offer martial arts and stuff like that, like the UFC gym. And anyways, every once in a while, you get a bunch of alphas together, and a beef breaks out. So every once in a while, they want to settle it. And what they do is they go out to what's called ladunas. That's out where the sand is. And they'll have a little place all set aside, a little squared off spot there. And everybody shows up, and I get to be the referee many of the times. And hell yeah, I wear a mouthpiece. And hell yeah, I'm armed with that many fucking guys. And I tell them, hey, look, you just tell them, hey, when I tell you to stop, you stop. And yesterday afternoon, there were 3 fights. They all went. Actually, for me, I don't know about you guys, but most of the fights I've been in rarely go longer than 2 or 3 minutes. Usually, the other guy's really not trained in the shock on their face when they get punched in the mouth, or you dump them on their head. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This isn't about me. So the difference between that is when they finish. You get them up. I'm one of those guys that believe they should shake hands and do the bro hug. Ladies, I don't know if you know what that is. You get up, you look at each other, put your hand out there, usually clasp thumbs, and you come together and you just like that. That's it. It's not a big oh. And they may say something to each other, you know. It's usually, if they're highly competitive guys, it's like, hey man, fuck you. No, fuck you. No, that kind of, it's funny. It's funny to me. The difference between, and then it's usually over. Not all the times. It's usually over. But no one's getting killed. No one's getting maimed for the rest of their life, like losing an eye, getting an ear ripped off your head. And believe it or not, you can just grab an ear. If you've got a good enough grip and just snap it down, you'd be surprised. Anyways, the difference, and it's usually over. Yeah, there's some stuff around, and we call it the stink eye or the mad dog, where guys are looking at each other and they're puffing up. But with men, I mean, they spend hours and months, and some of them years training, and they want to see, was it worth it? Do I know what I'm doing? So anyways, all that to say this. The difference between men fighting and women fighting is women are character assassins. They will go after your reputation. They will say terrible things like, he's bad in bed, he has a small penis, he doesn't make enough money, he's a bum, he's a brokey, he's this or that. And they're not going to say it to your face. They may say it to your face if there's a room full of people, or they may say it to your face if they think you're weak and aren't going to do anything back. But that's the difference. And they do that to themselves in the groups. And so I come back from my little scraps feeling pretty good. You know, it was nice. A couple guys got some lumps and a couple of cuts over the eyes, but that's it. It's an easy butterfly, you know. And there's a lot of us guys who know how to do first aid. Like, if you know, most of I keep first aid kit, and it's usually in an old leather shaving kit. And one of the things I keep in there is dental floss, unwaxed normal old dental floss and a hook, a set of hooks, needles that are hooks so you can close a wound. And what you do, you'd be surprised. You can close a wound with dental floss and a little hook needle. Anyways, I'm way off the subject. So, evidently, my wife and I were very mean to this woman who had $30,000 in credit card debt. About 3 of my wife's friends were called her and said they'd like to meet up, and she went out and they went and had like a brunch or something like that and talked about it. And she came back and told me that this lady's over there trying to destroy my reputation and her reputation, and I just started laughing. And my wife, that's very serious. I guess reputation is a big deal to women or people talking behind their back. So it's just funny the different ways that guys and women interact. And guys are pretty direct, pretty simple, pretty easy to figure out. At the extremes, are there bad guys? Absolutely. And it'd be ignorant not to say that. But in general, no. And one of the things women like to talk about more than men, women want to talk about that 1 in a million guy. And they want you to think that that's the average guy, which it's not. So even if you see them on some of these talk shows or some of these dating platforms, or what is one of them? Whatever, and I think another one's Fresh and Fit, and then there is Entrepreneurs in Cars. There's all kinds of little YouTube channels out there that do that stuff, but for me, it's just funny. It's classically funny, and for me, if I don't think you can kick my ass, you should probably talk to me like I have some kind of sense, and I'll do the same for you. I have no problem being respectful, but you're not going to disrespect me, or most men don't put up with that shit. I guess they call them simps now. I guess simps put up with that stuff, but no, that's not the way most of us roll. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about that before the wind gets here. Can you feel it? Can you, I missed a chance to be that's my dream job now. I want to be a fucking meteorologist. Can you imagine not even being right 50% of the time? By now, it's supposed to be 30 to 40 miles sustained mile-an-hour winds with 60 mile-an-hour gusts. So I'm out here barely hanging on to the wall. Oh man, ain't nothing going on. I missed that. Can you imagine? You maybe got to be right, kind of right, once a week, and that's 7 days. Anyways, all right. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. No, that was a bit of the drama. I think for me, it's far easier to just men have to deal with consequences. Men have to deal with consequences for doing something, for not doing something, or just standing in the middle. All 3 of those positions have consequences for guys. Women are literally immune from consequences, and it's not that they're not responsible for them. It's that they're not ever accountable for them, or they don't hold themselves accountable for them. So that was my version of this. So love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, you take care of yourselves. Like a fart in a G-string from extremely horribly windy. Oh wait, no. Windy El Paso. Like a fart in a G-string. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.